Hello.
Hi, Flosstube. I'm Carrie.
I'm Whitney.
I'm Sarah. Look at that.
And we are Three Trails Stitchers.
Ducktails.
It looks kind of cute though, fluffed up like that.
I like it, but it doesn't ducktail the same on both sides.
Maybe you need to curl it.
Okay.
We're coming at you on a low energy Saturday morning.
Yep.
We're tired. But we're going to get into it. It's been a while. It's still hot in Missouri, in case you were wondering. I mean, it's not as hot.
It's not as bad.
But
Yesterday
still.
was beautiful.
Yeah. Yesterday was nice.
86 today, which
Yeah.
is not terrible. Warmer than I
I
would
just
like
want
it
to,
to be.
like, I don't like winter, but I'd like to wear a sweatshirt.
I'd like to wear a sweatshirt.
Yeah,
you know,
or
that's
just
just-
jeans.
Yeah. Shorts and a sweatshirt? Is that too much to ask?
Yeah, that's
Yes.
Apparently it is, Missouri. Thanks. Gives us so many gifts. All right, so let's get into it. Anyone have fully finished objects?
no.
Oh, I do.
You do?
Yeah, because Mom finished them and we haven't done a Flosstube.
Is this?
Yeah,
okay.
the cat and the one behind it.
The one behind it. All right.
I was like, I do. So Mom finished 2 of my Halloween finishes, which we're going to try to hang up today.
That was
So this
great.
is a prairie schooler, and I don't remember what the name of it was.
I don't know.
Is it like?
Oh, I don't remember.
It's like their version of a Ouija board.
Yeah, it makes
Yeah,
me
but
wanna stitch
it's
it
not.
now.
It's called something else.
Yeah.
All Hallows Eve.
Maybe. I don't know.
It is done on that. I'm pretty sure it's that cheap printed DMC. I don't know.
No, that kind of looks like Fiddler's.
Yeah, that might be Fiddler's
Yes,
Cloth.
Fiddlers.
And she put this fabric behind it. It looks really nice. Oh, and this one has a hanger on it, so I'm
Yeah,
gonna
well-
hang it today. And then she also finished my Satsuma Street Halloween cat in this white frame, which looks really great.
It does look
So I
good.
got to put a hanger on the back, and then it's going to go up as well. So I'm very excited. Thanks, Mom, for doing those.
Here.
Because I'm lazy.
That frame is so light, like I thought it was going to be really heavy. And
It's a really
super
light one, yeah. It's probably one of our thrift store frames.
Probably.
Those are the fully finishes. Anyone have finishes? I do not have any finishes.
I have one.
Okay.
I think this is
La-di-da.
La-di-da. And I can't remember the name of
La-di-da.
the fabric, but it's X-Jute design fabric.
That's great.
But
Love
it's
it.
something wicked
So
this way
perfect.
comes.
Love it. Looks
Yeah.
great.
It's fabulous.
It is
I
fabulous.
do like it.
I do like it on this fabric.
You need like a long frame.
Yeah.
Was it fun? Did that shoe take forever?
It honestly, it didn't take as long to stitch as I thought it would. It
did,
took
yeah.
me maybe a couple weeks, maybe a couple weeks.
Looks really nice.
Yeah, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be.
Very cool. You got any finishes?
I have nothing because I don't know. I kind of lost my stitching mojo for a few weeks.
Yeah. I've been stitching, but it's all big stuff. So.
Yeah.
All right. So we're gonna move right into. This is gonna be a quick one because here
It is
we are.
gonna be
We're like
quick.
3 minutes in. And we're like moving on. We're moving into whoops.
Whoops.
Cool whoop. Okay, so I started the other night. My mom shared with me in Cross Stitcher magazine. There's a Doreen Jones Votes for Women, which do I have it to show you? I would if I was
Prepared.
if I was professional.
And we
I
all
am-
know this is not a professional
I am
Flosstube.
not professional. So this is it. Votes for Women by Doreen Jones. And so I downloaded the magazine.
Oh, that's good. I love
Oh,
those
I like
colors.
Colors.
And I started it on this blue. I started in the middle, and I shouldn't have because I'm gonna waste a bunch of fabric. But it is what it is. But there wasn't like a good top or bottom corner, and I didn't want to count. So there is my beginning. This is on. Oh, I don't know what it is. I got it at Quilter Station, so it's like a Zweigert
Zweigert kind of,
or
yeah.
Weichel something. So
It's a good color.
blue.
You know, sometimes I'll do a middle start, but I'll do like a middle top or middle bottom.
That's what I should have done.
Yeah.
But
But that's
see, because
okay.
there's no like good. I would have had to count in, and I was not.
Well,
feeling
but
counting
that's
in.
why if you do like if you
And it's
started
just
at
these
the
colors.
bottom,
So
I love the
yeah,
colors.
if you started at the bottom in the middle, you could have started with their shoes.
yeah, and
But
I
that's okay.
I stitched that actually while I was watching the debate because I had finished this part, and so I stitched that while I was watching that. So and then what else? I worked on. Oh, I bought the not Satsuma Street. I bought the Tiny Modernist Christmas cuckoo clock Sal thing. And the
Do we have
first
the
part,
Halloween one?
I bought the Halloween one as
Okay.
well. And I did the first part. I finished the first part. The only part I didn't do is the back stitch on the numbers because honestly, I'm just gonna wait because I don't want them to get.
Messed up with
Let me
Yeah.
see. I don't
So this is the middle, which is the clock face.
know that they need. What do you mean backstitch?
You backstitch top like Roman numerals.
Oh, okay. All right. Sorry.
And this fabric is
Gorgeous.
Stormy.
It's Cheryl.
Stormy
Hi,
Day.
Cheryl. Hey, Charlie girly. Making your
Extreme.
Flosstube debut. Extreme. Close up. Get down.
She says,
Come here. What are you doing?
she's like, I'm fine.
I'm all right. Oh, let me step all over your stitching. Let me lay down.
Anyway, these are the colors, which is what made me want to do it because it's all very much like Christmas colors that I love. So anyway, so I started that, and then I'm pretty proud of myself because hey, I'm caught up. Part one.
Part one.
And then other than that, I've just been working on the Satsuma Street. Oh crapola. Halloween house. No, haunted house. Sal.
Monster House.
Monster house is what I'm looking for.
How many different names does this Sal have?
Has a lot of names, and this is where I
Because
am.
I'm not taking mine out of the Q-snap. So
I shouldn't have because
Share
now
the
I'll be
whole thing.
annoyed.
Yeah.
I have finished parts 1, 2, and 3, and now I'm moving on to part 4, which is the center part.
You are trucking. I'm proud of you.
Well,
Is part 4 the newest part?
no.
No.
Oh,
There's a part 5, and then part 6 comes out not too long from
Yeah,
now, like
that's okay.
soon.
that's
Real
okay.
soon.
So this is on Vintage Country Mocha.
Yeah.
So that's
On
what
the
I've mostly
correct
been.
side of Vintage
Yeah.
Country Mocha.
This is what I've mostly been working on. So there you go. That's my
Alright.
stuff.
Okay. So I'm not going to take mine out of the Q-snap because it's all finagled in there. But I'm starting part 4.
Yeah,
Which
the
is
same.
the witch. Yeah. I have everything else done that Carrie has done.
She just started a different spot.
Yeah. Which hopefully I counted correctly and it is where it's supposed to be. And this is on, let's see, Silk Weaver 14 count Gypsy.
Ooh, that's
pretty.
I bought this at Galleria, I don't know, a couple of years ago. But some of the colors aren't super great on it. So
It's been really fun to stitch. Like, it's a lot of stitching.
It
But
is a lot.
Satsuma Street, though, is like lots of blocks.
yeah.
And so it's kind of, it's not hard stitching. It's just a lot of stitches.
And
But
then
the colors are amazing.
the
Yeah,
other
the
thing
colors are
I've been working on is the Stitch Crypt Study of Skulls. Is that the name of it?
You're ahead of me.
I have the first part done
Mm-hmm.
and started the second part.
That looks
last
so
night.
good.
It does.
Her
Yeah, and
shading
it's,
is
I
incredible.
started it on the called for fabric and realized I had my fabric turned the wrong way. So
And
It was rough.
that
it
was
was
a rough
it was
night.
a rough night because
That fabric now lives at my
Yes,
house.
because I threw it in the trash.
Because she threw it in the trash and I wouldn't let her.
So I restarted it on just purple beta.
She threw a fit.
I did throw a fit.
She threw a hissy.
I threw a hissy,
Like a little kid.
and I think that's all that I've been working on.
Like
That
a
button's
spoiled
pretty.
only
Yeah, It's
child.
gonna fall off though. It's
Yep,
super
like a,
loose.
like a spoiled only.
That's right. Damn proud of it. Darn proud of it.
Oh my god. Okay. So like I said, I've been kind of in a stitching funk. I think part of my problem is I signed up for all these sals and got super excited about them. Like I think I've signed up for 4 now and there's 2 more coming up in October I want. And so I've done nothing.
But
But
because then you get like overwhelmed.
yeah,
because of all the
and
cells.
like
Yeah.
my other thing that I'm working on is my mushroom badger, which I didn't bring it because I haven't done anything else on it either. And everything's big and I need something small in between. However, I have 2 pieces to catch up on the fine frog stitching plants and pedicore, and I'm going to work on that today. I think I can get both parts done. This is where I'm at on it. And there's a row of jars up at the top of the window, and then there's like a fluffy pillow that's down in the corner. And I think I can get that caught up today.
How's it stitching on that dark fabric?
It's not too bad. And sometimes I have like a flat light board thing that I used to use for art, and sometimes I'll put that behind it, and that really helps.
Oh, that's a good idea.
But also if I stitch during the day on it, I do much better.
Yeah.
And then I did start the Stitch Crypt, the Study of Skulls. I barely started it. It is on the call for fabric from Witch's Garden. Witch's Garden is that
Witch's
one?
Garden.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is also on the call for fabric from Witch's Garden, Pedicore. I can't remember what this is called.
I can't remember either.
Anyway, I've got the plant done, and there is some creative stitching in the plant because I'm off somewhere. So I will probably try and work on this today too and get the skull, because part 2 is now out that finishes that shelf and has a little cat skull on it. That's it. I mean, I'm not kidding when I say I have not stitched in 2 weeks. It's
lazy.
It's lazy. It's bad. I know.
So lazy.
I was trying to find the name of it, but I don't see it off the top of my head. So
Did you buy another piece?
I did.
Did it come?
Yeah.
Oh wow, that was pretty quick.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then I started it on the purple, so I'll find something else to do with it.
Okay, so that was our whoops. What am I looking for? Lord, my brain.
Plans, Paul.
Haul. So haul, I don't have a ton, but I did buy this fabric. I also bought Tiny Modernist Haunted Cuckoo Clock. And this is Mocha Parchment Web from Fabric Flair.
That is gorgeous.
So I bought
It's
this
so
to
cool.
do it on. Have I started it? No, but I will. And this is the floss, almost all the floss. I think there's some I still need. Maybe I did wind it. Oh, I'm still missing 38, 36, which I need to look through our floss.
Oh,
now
I'm
that I've sorted it.
I'm sure it's there.
So there's
The
that.
colors are good.
Oh man, I wish.
Yeah, so I'm excited. I mean, it's very similar. It's just, you know, Halloween-y colors, and it's, you know, but it's the same design. She always does that with her Halloween and Christmas. And then, okay, so then I finally picked up my newest Cottage Garden Samplings Fabulous House series from CC, because I hadn't been in forever. So number 8 is the Lighthouse. I really love both of these, actually. I love the Lighthouse, and I love this floating house because I really like this little otter that's down there
He's so cute.
floating in the water.
Oh, that's adorable.
So these are amazing. I was watching Handwork Maniac the other night. Like, I think it's her newer video. And she's doing these all on one piece of fabric. And she's like,
Wow.
she has 6 of them done. And then each month when the new one comes out, she starts the new one because she says she knows she won't go back to it if she doesn't start it. And so she has significant amounts of like 7, 8, and 9
Started.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I was like,
And the next one is a mushroom house.
what must it be like to be that
I can't wait to see
with
the
it? Because
October
that's
house.
not me.
Like that's.
I know.
That's what I'm excited for.
Yeah, I mean, it's got to be coming. This is the next. I don't know what the next one is.
I think is the next one the mushrooms.
Is that
Maybe.
the October one?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Well, if you go by month, this is September, so it technically would be, but I don't think. I would think she'd do a haunted.
Yeah.
Maybe they're haunted mushrooms.
Maybe ghost gnomes. And then I think I had shown these before. These were Heartstring Samplery. They're called Americana Mamas. And this one is Columbia. And this one is Lady Liberty. And then for the Quilter Station Retreat, she had released Rosie the Riveter. But you could only buy it as part of the kit, and the kit comes with linen and all that. I mean, I'm not going to do it. So for Market, she released the 3rd one for everybody to get. And so this is Lady Rosie. And so I have all the floss, and I have little pieces of fabric I'm going to use. So I might start these like closer to the election. I don't know.
Is there
They stitched them all together. Oh my, I'm going to sneeze. They stitched them all together. That's the model that's at Quilter Station. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
It's coming. But I think I'm going to do them separately. Sorry.
It's okay.
I can feel it coming. And they each have like a little other pillow with them. So it says like, I stand with Rosie, I stand with Liberty.
Is there a second debate? You can start them during that.
I could do it during the vice presidential debate.
You could do it during the vice president. Okay.
Which
I have to show you because Carrie said
oh,
we were sorting her floss.
Oh Lord.
Sorting her
It's a
floss.
lot of floss.
I'm sorry.
a lot
I
of
interrupted
floss.
Whitney,
Sorry.
so it's your
I
turn.
have a lot of floss.
The only thing I have is these 2 pieces of fabric from the Digi Stitchery.
I like these
on
little project
Etsy.
cards.
Yeah, she sends a little project card with it. This one I think is called The Bride.
I love that.
These are like from her Halloween collection.
It's like a little project card she sends with each piece.
Yeah.
I really like that.
Each piece has
That
like
is
the
a good
little
idea.
name on it.
I gotta order from her.
And then
100%.
this is called Frank.
I love that.
It's really pretty.
And
she's reasonable, and she's local for people that are local. She's
is that up north?
Platte City. Yeah.
Yeah, it's up north.
So it only took a couple days to get it. It was super fast.
And it's like nice. Like it's crunchy but not crunchy.
Yeah, it's not too crunchy. It's kind of like a
soft,
but
yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm gonna
and
order
as you stitch with it, it'll.
She has she's on Etsy and she's also on Instagram, but her Etsy shop is where I got these from. And she has like fall collections, Halloween collections, spring
some cool
collections.
stuff.
And
I
she
love that
has
green.
She has a really pretty one that's called, that is like werewolf themed, and it's like a real dark blue, and it's got like trees
Ooh.
in it. It's gorgeous. She has like a Dracula one that's a real pretty red.
There's someone
Like,
doing
The Monster House.
Yes,
on it.
Yes. Because I was like, that is so cool.
It's really cool, but that's the only really haul I have.
That would have been cool.
Yeah.
Woulda, coulda.
Woulda, coulda, shoulda. I ordered 2 patterns from Starlight Stitchery during the recent market release. So I got Sprouting Lupine Festive Fungi.
I love that.
And I just loved them
they're
because
pretty.
they were mushrooms with Quaker. But they're also, they've got like, it's
Oh.
Christmassy.
Oh. So they're sort of like
which is
Christmassy.
where the festive fungi part
Festive
comes in.
fungi.
Sort of like Christmas sweater.
Yeah. And then Fine Frog Stitching does these amazing animal portraits. And I'm pretty sure I've harassed her several times. This is Badger Gentleman.
He's cute.
And he is giving me all the wind in the willows feels. And I don't know if you're listening, but I would pay good money for a Mr. Toad, Ratty, and Mole to go along with Gentleman Badger. And he will get stitched very soon. I think once I get caught up on my sals, I'm going to go ahead and kit him up. And I even love the
I have a piece of fabric that's kind of that color.
Merlot. Do you? I may have to steal it from you.
Yeah.
I even love the Merlot fabric he's on. I thought about it first of doing him on Country Mocha, but no, I'm just
No, I'm
loving
pretty sure I have a piece.
everything about this.
It's got a lot of modeling in it, but it's almost that color. I'll dig it out.
So anyway,
He's cute.
if anyone knows her, I've got to have Mr. Frog,
Mr. Toad.
Mr. Toad, Ratty, and Mole. Because I need to have the Wind in the Willows character thing.
I need to go back to Disneyland at some point.
Yeah, we need to go to
I know,
Disney.
that made me just want to ride Mr. Toad's Wild
I know,
Ride.
right? We got to do it before they get rid of it.
I know.
And then, no, that's it.
It'll happen someday.
Oh, but I do, well, I'll talk about this in plans. Sorry.
Plans? I'm going to keep working on this. I would like to finish this part, and then I keep saying I'm going to take a break, which I took a break with that Votes for Women, but it was like a one night break. So,
Excuse me, sorry.
but now I'm kind of like, do I just keep going?
right.
Because honestly, I'm behind like one thing. So by the time I get caught up, the last part will be out. And I do enjoy stitching it. It's kind of like, it's a lot of stitching, but it's not hard. It's relaxing.
Right. Yeah.
So I might work on that, and then I might go back to that Votes for Women. I would like to put a start into the Halloween cuckoo clock, because if I don't, I'll never stitch it.
I'm going to do part 2 of the study of skulls, and then I would really like to start this. This is the Witchy Stitchers Patreon pattern, which I really want to start. So, and I want to hang it in my office.
At work?
Yes. So I might start that this weekend too, and then I'll go back to the Monster House because I'd like to see it finished.
Yeah, it really
Sometime.
is. It is
Yeah.
pretty amazing. I mean, it's a good one.
Yeah.
My goal is to, I'm Stacy Clark of what is
Thread thy needle. Thread that. I think it's thread thy needle.
Carrie's gonna look it up while I talk. I joined her fall sal or her fall exchange, so I have a piece at Mom's. I'm gonna put a finish on.
Thread the needle stitchery.
Thread the needle stitchery. I have a piece I'm gonna put a finish on and get it sent out by next Friday. And then obviously I already said I want to get caught up on plants and pedicore, and I want to get caught up on the study of skulls, and then I want to start the frames for the 31 days of Poe stitch along. And this is from Witch's Garden. So, and I found a purple.
Ooh, that's pretty.
16 count that I think I'm gonna.
Oh,
big is
that's
it?
Be Stitch Me.
Well,
right?
it's Be Stitch Me. It's
121 by
nightmarish.
99.
Yeah. Now I measured it. I have plenty if I do it on a 16. I would love to do it on Witch's Gardens fabric for this, but it's a very dark purple, and with me already stitching on the very dark green, I didn't know if my eyes could handle that. So, but it's all frame. The frames are already out. You have until October 1st, and then a new piece comes out every day in October.
Oh.
She did that with her witch's cabinet last year, and I think if I had started it, I would have been fine keeping up on it.
Yeah.
So I
Is
really.
that the one you finished?
No, that was
Curiosity.
That's Curiosity, and that's
Cabinet of Curiosities.
So those are my plans, is to get back into my stitching mode, get those two caught up, and get started on this. And maybe
She's gonna do it.
pull something small out so I
We
can
can
feel
do
success.
it. Oh. I whacked my wrist on the table.
I keep looking for my phone, and my phone's right there.
All right, so that's probably it for stitching.
Yeah.
I think so. But we're gonna do a quick little what media corner, what we're reading, watching, or listening to. So if you don't want to do that, you can hit the road. We won't take it personally. I mean, we will. We've only kept you for 22 minutes.
Okay.
I'll cry.
Yeah, you
But-
can't handle this for like another 10? Come on.
But yeah, it's a pretty dreary day here, so crying is not out of the realm of possibility.
I gotta remember how to sign into my account.
So here we go. These two ladies been reading some books. I feel like it's my influence. We went to a romance bookstore in Kansas City. It's like downtown Kansas City.
Under the covers.
It's called Under the Cover. Yeah, and it's very cute. They're gonna expand into the store next to them. But if you're in the Kansas City area and you like to read romance, I would recommend.
Yes.
It was fun. And then we went
cute,
down, we ate at like the Westport Flea. We both, Whitney and I both bought books, and then realized when we got home after we paid for them that they were on Kindle Unlimited.
Yeah.
So we were real mad.
Yeah.
But one of the ladies who either helps run it or
It's
owns
the
it
owner.
is the owner. She is extremely knowledgeable, because
Yeah.
we didn't
Yeah.
ask her any questions because she was talking to other customers. But she was like knowledgeable about every trope. I mean, this woman must do nothing but read nonstop, because her knowledge of every trope was amazing.
That's a cute little store.
So would recommend. 10 out of
100%,
10
Yeah,
would recommend.
absolutely.
So what have I been reading? I mean, it's been a while and I don't remember what I had said before. So I'm going to look at my little reading challenge.
How do I find my current library?
I read a book called Every Version of You.
It should be right at the top.
right
which
there.
was good. Here's what I'm going to tell you. I'm going to be honest with y'all. I am very much, like, I'm a strong reader. I can be a quick reader. Not always, but I'm going to tell you, I don't remember what I read. I 100% read for enjoyment. And so if you ask me what a book's about, unless it's one that really stuck with me, I'm going to be like, don't remember. But I did like Every Version of You. It was good. I thought I had finished Butcher and Blackbird because Whitney picked it up to read it, and I had not. I was like 60% of the way through, so I went back and finished that. I read a book called The Next Best Fling, which is part of a series called Librarians in Love, and so, had to. Yeah, It was good. It was a cute one. It's by Gabriela Gomez. And then I read Curves for Days, which is by Lauren Mower, which I liked as well. And then currently I'm reading, I don't think those I had talked about before. I'm currently reading a book called Fly With Me, which is like a sapphic romance. That's the one I bought it Under the Cover. And it is really good. And it starts, this girl's trying to she's on a flight, she's scared to fly, blah, blah, blah. But she's trying to get to the race at Disney World. And so the girl she meets, the pilot, ends up driving her to the race, and it like goes from there.
And they fall in love.
Well, you have to read it.
Okay. Oh, okay, sorry.
But it's good. Listening to My Favorite Murder. I've listened to a few My Favorite Murders. They're doing a thing called Rewind, even though I've listened to all the old episodes. But they're up to like episode 10. So they've gone back to like 2016 and they're replaying the early episodes, but then they do updates. So they like update the cases or they talk about like, they're like, oh, we sounded really ridiculous. You know, like stuff they've said that like, we would totally not say that. You know what I mean? But it's good and it's kind of an interesting thing because I haven't listened to those early ones in a long time, which I'm like, because I think I started listening like what, year 2 maybe.
Yeah, something like, because I remember when you called me and you were like, you gotta listen to this podcast.
And I'm like, it started in 2016, so like I've been listening to it for a very long time. And then just political podcasts, like I listen to Pod Save America and Strict Scrutiny, which is about like Supreme Court decisions. They did a 4-part thing on like Project 2025, so I listened to that. I listened to What a Day, which I think is also from Crooked Media. So that's what I listen to when I'm coming to and from work. Oh, all right. Is that Wade?
Yeah.
And then I watched a lot of Olympics.
You did.
It feels like it was 25 years ago, but it wasn't really that long ago. So I watched a lot of Olympics. I watched it pretty much almost every night, which is kind of unusual for me. At least the first week. The first week I was super good.
Yeah.
The second week, I always fall off. But I really like gymnastics and I like swimming. And the second week, I do like track and field, but I'm not as into it.
Right, yeah.
What else? Oh, I watched American Crime Story, The People vs. O.J. Simpson, which I had never seen. I mean, it's older, but I had never watched it, and I made my mom watch it. And then I watched the second season, which was the assassination of Gianni Versace. That was a pretty dark season. And then my mom watched that one too. And then she has watched the third season, which is Impeachment, which is about Clinton and Lewinsky and all that stuff. And she said it was really good. And so I'm going to watch it starting tomorrow. And then they're going to have a new one called, I think it's might already be on Hulu. It's called American Sports Story, which is about Aaron Hernandez.
Oh, yeah.
So I'll probably watch it. But it's really good. They're by Ryan Murphy. So it's, you kind of know what to expect, but they're really well done. And I think that's it. There's a lot of new stuff coming. Like I'm excited for the second season of Silo and
Salem's Lot comes
Salem's
out
Lot.
like the
There's
first
gonna
week of
be
October.
a prequel movie to Rosemary's Baby called Apartment 7A, which comes out in like 2 weeks. I'm very excited for that.
And I think that Camp Crystal Lake thing is coming out soon.
Is that going to come out this year?
There's lots of good stuff coming out. And I did watch, so there's a movie that came out I think this weekend called Speak No Evil, the James McAvoy thing.
Oh.
Okay, so it's based on a Danish movie called Speak No Evil. And it was really good. I mean, it's subtitled, but it's also a lot in English. So, definitely worth watching.
Yeah. I forgot about that movie.
Yeah. All right.
Me. So I've been like reading, but mainly listening to books. So I've listened to Butcher and Blackbird by Bryn Weaver, which I really, really enjoyed. Then I listened to the second one, which is called Leather and Lark. And I can't remember the name of the third one, but it comes out next year, I think.
I can't remember either. We talked about it too, and I can't remember.
They're pretty good. They're a little dark romancy.
Yeah.
But not like the first couple when I mistakenly read dark romance books.
Sort of like if Dexter was a rom-com.
Right, yeah. And then I listened to The Ex-Hex, which is like a cute little romancy thing about a young witch who puts a hex or like a fake hex on her boyfriend when they break up, and then the story like moves 9 years ahead and he comes back to town and like the hex takes effect when he comes back into town. It's pretty cute.
All right.
And then I am listening to right now called Love and Other Conspiracies. It's about a producer who is looking for like her next like big show, and this guy like has a podcast about conspiracies and cryptids, and it's like a little adventure they go on. And then I also read actually a book called The Vampire's Mail Order Bride, and I can't remember who it's by.
I can't either, but it's really cute.
It's so cute, and there's like 16 books in the series.
Yeah, I think I want to go back and reread it and start
and it's not real. I mean, it's like a little tiny spice,
yeah,
but not really much. It's like a haunted Hallmarky kind of thing, which I really like. So I think that's all that I've read and listened to. I haven't been watching much of anything, really.
Yeah.
That I can think of. What did we watch last time we were together? We watched The Watcher.
Yeah, we did watch The Watchers.
And Trap.
Yeah, both M. Night Shyamalan adjacent.
Mm-hmm.
Well, one is Shyamalan and one was what?
His daughter.
They were okay.
They were all right.
We're happy about the Josh Hartnett resurgence.
Yes.
Yeah.
I like
not
Josh
about
Hartnett
at all. But I think that's it.
Mm-hmm.
I've rewatched the Hell House movies, which are like found footage movies on. I think they're on Tubi now.
We love them.
Yeah, I really like them, so I've rewatched those.
But I didn't finish the director's cut one, and I made it halfway through, and I was just so tired that night. But I was halfway through, and I couldn't figure out what was the director's cut part. So I
watched it.
Oh, did you? Okay.
I was like, I don't.
Because I meant to tell you the next
difference.
day that like don't even bother because I couldn't tell the difference. But
yeah, so I think that's about it for me.
I rewatched Poltergeist 1, 2, and 3, and then the newer Poltergeist.
that
which
was
isn't new anymore.
That was on the Day of Darkness.
Yeah, the no internet, no cable day.
Yeah,
and that was also a No Chai Day.
Like the City of Independence went
half the city
because she had cable. Had no cable, no internet, no cable. It just all went out, and I was like, I feel like I'm in the.
It was in the
I feel like now I know what Laura Ingalls Wilder.
I know, 100%. And we had gone that morning because it was like the Saturday after all the new chais had come out, like the apple chai and the pumpkin. And she wanted to try one, and I just wanted my fix. And we went to 2 different Starbucks that were out of chai, and then Carrie was like, well, let's go try this one. I was like, I'm calling before I drive out there to see if it was the great chai shortage of 2024, and then we had no internet.
Yeah,
and it was
like DVDs.
It was like the dark ages.
I watched Poltergeist.
I really expected.
But I didn't watch that. I just watched Poltergeist that day and then something else. And then like throughout that weekend, I think Poltergeist 2 was on something, and then I watched Poltergeist 3, which is.
And I went to set up my DVD player and could never find the remote. So I could hit play and it would go to the menu, but then it wouldn't go any further. So I just gave up.
No.
And, it was like, all right, that's it. I'm giving up.
I do think Poltergeist is probably one of my favorite movies.
Yeah, it's so good.
Oh, yeah.
The original.
Yeah.
Craig T. Nelson.
I have not been listening. Well, no, that's not true. I've been listening to The Wild Robot. Because a lot of kids at school are reading it to get ready for rereading it, I should say, to get ready for the movie. So I'm listening to The Wild Robot.
Soon, right?
Soon, yeah. With the love of Carrie's life, Pedro Pascal as the fox.
Fink the fox.
Fink the fox. But I haven't been listening.
September 27th.
Oh, okay. I haven't been listening to a lot of podcasts or anything. I don't know. I just sometimes the start of school, I can't listen to anything on the way to work and home. I have to have silence. But I have been reading. I read Monster Match by Isabella Jordan, and it was really cute. To me, it's kind of like a monster cozy type of thing. There was a little bit of spice, but not like what I usually read. But it was really cute. There's a town where all these monsters live, and they have these like dating. What do you call it?
Speed dating
events. And it was hosted at the monster's house, and the monster is basically like Frankenstein's monster. And so I started the second one, Monster Mate, but then, and it's cute. I've just barely started it. And then I downloaded a book called Phantasma, and I think I have not started it yet, but it's a dark fantasy romance. And I think this girl goes to look for her sister in this haunted house that's full of monsters and demons. And I think she meets a demon.
Ooh.
Some.
Does it have trigger warnings? Because
It doesn't.
You like
Where's your
tune right
first
up.
clue? Where you're just like, ooh,
No
okay,
trigger
yeah.
warnings. So
Yeah.
I'm hoping it's. Oh, wait a minute. Comment and trigger. Yeah, hold on.
Yeah, read those
Don't
because
read 'em out
sometimes,
loud.
yeah, don't read them out loud.
No, it doesn't sound too bad.
To me,
Yeah.
no.
Okay.
Elements
More
of
like mental health stuff.
Well, yeah, and it's like elements of horror. Like, okay.
I do kind of like that though. I like that a lot of them will tell you like it deals with a family death or something. Because there's times when
Yeah.
you just are not up for that.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so that's what I read, and then started another book and watching a lot of Bob's Burgers. It's been a couple of weeks of Bob's Burgers. I felt like I watched a found footage, but obviously it wasn't good enough for me to remember. I've
Yeah, I feel
started
like it's
a
just
lot
been
of
kind
stuff
of a-
on Tubi, and then I stopped. Like, I
Yeah.
can't get into anything, and I immediately go back to Bob's Burgers. So it's been a lot of comfort watching the last 2 weeks. I think,
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's just this time of year, and,
and I
then
keep
like the
saying
last
2
week just
weeks,
wasn't
but
a
we've
good
been in
week,
school
and-
for 4 weeks.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I mean, it just, I don't know. I'm already ready for Thanksgiving break. And it's not been a bad year. I mean, I've got really
Yeah,
good
it's just a lot.
classes, but I think it's this time of year, especially, I don't know. It's
Yeah.
just not
A lot going
an
on.
enjoyable time of year, but I'm ready for Halloween. I'm
Yeah.
ready for our trip to Blush.
Yeah, we're gonna go to Wichita in a couple weeks and go to the Blush, which is a romance bookstore Whitney and I went to, but Sarah didn't go. And we're gonna go to
Doodah Diner.
the Doodah Diner, which Whitney and I went to, and it was very good. So we want
And
to take Sarah, and then
the Nut House.
the Nut House, which is like they have
Nuts.
like nuts and candy, and like it's this huge
Yeah,
place.
it's crazy.
It's Whitney's favorite place. It's like Disneyland for Whitney.
And the only reason we found out about it is because my husband is a railroad engineer, for those of you that don't know, and he goes that direction. And I told him we were going to Wichita, and he's like, you got to go to the Nut House, because he sees it from the tracks, but
Yeah.
wasn't ever really sure like
What it was.
entirely what it was. So
Well, and weren't there like guys that like when the trains would stop that go there?
transit, would
I mean,
trade.
it's good size,
Yeah,
and they
it's
have like
huge.
this huge candy counter that has like nuts and chocolate covered nuts and different kinds of candy, and it's
it's
pretty.
crazy.
It's kind of intimidating.
Yeah.
And Carrie and I already have a day planned to go to the 100 Years of Disney at Union Station.
Yeah, we got to do that. We're gonna try to
Because
vote
it's,
early.
it's
'cause-
gone in November,
We're
so
gonna
we
do our
want to go.
vote day.
Yeah, because it's gonna.
We're
We're
gonna
all
do
gonna
that
try.
too.
We have no excuses early voting.
Yeah.
We don't have early voting, but it's like no excuses absentee. Early. It's Missouri. It's dumb. We can't call it early voting. You know.
No, we have to call it
So-
something else.
We got that. So I mean, I'm looking forward to fall. But like this time of year is always kind of.
We could do our early voting day on your conference weekend.
Mm-hmm.
And then we could,
That's true because that's right before
yeah, that's right before, and we could go to lunch and
that
do whatever
Friday. You mean
goofy thing we want to
it
do.
might be a little crowded, but it'd still be better than the day of.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. Just tell me the date.
So anyway,
We gotta. Yeah, this is not the voting. I was about to go ching ching like a slot machine. Bum, 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 bum. Who's gonna win? Is it the end of the world? Like those. Have you seen the TikToks with the human slot machines? Have you seen
No.
those? It's like three people next to each other. They can't see each other, and they have like stuff in front of them. So it'd be like they each have like a lime and a sponge and a it's random.
oh, okay.
And so it's like a carnival thing. And so people walk up and they push a fake button, and then all of them go whoa, 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 and then they pick up a thing, and you hope they all pick up the
same. All right, I see.
look up
funny.
human slot machine. It's amazing. Well,
Maybe be careful.
Maybe.
with that.
Maybe be careful. If you get something that's not what Carrie talked about, that is not our fault.
yeah, innocent human.
Innocent human slot machines. Oh my god.
Okay, so we're gonna let you go because we talked about books and stuff probably almost as long as we talked about stitching. So, but you know what you're getting into.
This is true.
So we will let you go. We will see you probably in a month. And
Yeah.
yeah, that should work out.
Yeah, probably.
And hope you're getting some stitching in. Maybe Whitney and I will be done with our.
I'm gonna say
Maybe I'll actually do
your
some
house.
stitching between now and then. Maybe I'll have something to show more than just
I don't know. I think it's doable.
It's
We can do
doable. I just gotta stay motivated.
as fast
with
as
it.
you stitch. Yes, it's 100%.
Yeah, I
doable
have
for
no
you.
doubt Carrie will be done.
I mean,
Me,
Carrie
on the other hand,
stitches like
I don't know.
her little fingers are on fire.
Yeah.
Put that ADHD to good use. Woo! All right. We will talk to you later. Have a great month. Bye, guys.
I wonder if this will work.
See you
this
real
time.
soon.
It's not going to.
Soon.
We're gonna wave forever. Let me turn it off. Turn it on.
Royal wave.
Tap the button.